Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? I am breaking in right now with some breaking news. Unfortunately, here we go again. Another major earthquake has hit Turkey, Syria. This one a 6.3 right on the Turkey-Syrian border again, and it was extremely shallow, only 1.2 miles deep. Oh, this is the last thing these people need. Let me tell you all about it here. First, put a shout out real quick for www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. That's www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. You know, Mike Lindell's done a great job. His company, My Pillow, is a phenomenal company. Of course, American made, American employed. He loves the Lord and is a great American. And I appreciate the product he made. My Pillows, they are amazing. Matter of fact, I have them on every bed in my home. They are the most comfortable pillows I've ever used. After breaking my neck 30 years ago and from a car accident and struggling with every kind of pillow known to man, trying to figure out a way to sleep without waking up in a pain in my neck, finally the answer came. It's www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. Right now, he's running an unbelievable specials for the Paul Begley Prophecy followers. What a deal. If you click on the link below, let it take you to mypillow.com/Paul and use that promo code Paul. You will get a tremendous savings, not only on the pillows, but on the sheets, the Giza sheets, and the blankets. And the slippers and the bath towels and just everything he's created. It's incredible. It's insane. Are you serious? One more time, go to www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul, and you'll be glad you did. All right? All right. Well, this is a horrific situation that has happened in Turkey, Syria again. An aerial view shows unbelievable amounts of new collapsed buildings from the earthquake today. This is an incredible quake, 6.3, with a depth of only 1.2 miles deep. This is even more shallower than the 7.8 earthquake and the 7.5 earthquake. Now we have a 6.3 earthquake. And the European Mediterranean Seismic Center says this is disaster. U.S. Geological Survey, all of them reporting this is, again, a third disaster. The report came just hours after U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken told Turkey that Washington would help them for as long as it takes. After this devastating, deadly earthquakes that hit the region 2 weeks ago, a 7.8 and a 7.5. The death toll was 47,000 people. The injured, almost 100,000 people. The homeless, 5.3 million people. Those in need from the quake, over 26 million people. And now we have earthquake number 3. Now, you guys know, last night, less than 24 hours ago, I did I went live, Sunday night live broadcast, in which I told you that because of this major X flare, it was an X-class 2.2 solar flare that erupted on the sun, which we believe was caused by this fourth wave of energy that Mike from around the world was talking about that hit on February 18th. We expected from that wave that hit something would happen in our solar system. It did. The sun reacted immediately yesterday with a X-class 2.2 solar flare. That's huge, huge. And I said, because of this massive solar flare on the sun, look out for the next 48 to 72 hours. I said, guys, in the next 48 to 72 hours, expect another major quake because it's just too much pressure coming from off the sun toward the earth. Well, it took less than 24 hours. It took, 16 hours, I guess. And we have this major earthquake again. Of course, Turkey, Syria is the weakest probably one of the weakest locations on the earth right now. Apparently it's not done yet. And the pressure from this, no doubt, has caused this quake. How many more people have died from this? We don't know. We know it has killed more. More buildings collapsed. There was a lot of buildings that were real shaky. Some of those buildings have now collapsed. People have been buried alive. There's no doubt there are more people dead from today's quake on top of the 47,000 that we know that are dead. And we've not even come close to getting through all of the collapsed buildings in Turkey, Syria area from the quake, the first two quakes to begin with. So now more buildings are down. And this has also put this has caused major problems in the rescue efforts and the cleanup efforts and the trying to dig out the rest of the bodies that are buried. This is a horrific situation that is happening right now. It's a catastrophe of biblical proportion now. This is the 10th, the 7.8, 7.5 earthquake combination makes this the 10th most dangerous earthquake in the history of the world. Now a 6.3 on top of that, and it was only 1.2 miles deep, so it's extremely shallow. So when you have a 6.3 earthquake with only a mile deep, I mean, it's like another 7.2 or something. You know, it magnifies it when it's that shallow. And then it's on top of that, it's on a very fragile fault line system where buildings were already damaged and shaking and barely holding on. It is just adding insult to injury. It is horrific. We need to pray for these folks. It is terrible what's happened. So our hearts go out to these folks. We're devastated by what's happened. We're just devastated by what's happening. And we need you to pray for the people of Turkey and Syria at this time. I'm just devastated by what we're witnessing and watching. But I'll play this song. I want you to pray, and I want you to really lift up these folks before the Lord. They need our prayers. Many Christians live in this area, especially in Syria. This is a very heavily Christian populated area, and they're being forsaken. It's not good. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't plug this in. You wouldn't be able to hear that. My bad. Whoops. Oh. I'm having some Paul Begley technology for sure here.
God, I'm so scared for this crooked generation. You even find faith in the earth when you bring down revelation. Forgive us now the sins of our youth, worshiping the idols that knew everything but the truth. Teach us how to uncorrupt our lives. Show us now while we still have the time. We need you, Yeshua. Holy, holy, hallelujah.
Good to see you, Kevin Wilson. Played your song last night.
Holy, holy, hallelujah. We abandon everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the street. How much will we see before the fire falls? Lord, could this really be the last altar
really do. We need Yeshua.
Holy, holy, hallelujah. We need you, Yeshua. Holy, holy, hallelujah. We abandoned everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the streets. Oh, we abandoned everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the streets.
We really need Yeshua.
We abandoned everything to follow you, our King.
Oh, yes, Lord.
We throw our gold and silver in the street. We abandoned everything to follow you, our King. We throw our gold and silver in the street.
Yes, that's on my brand new album, Harmonize and Prophesy. That song was written by Israel Hall, and Israel helped me sing that song there. It's a beautiful song, powerful song, and really it reflects the time we're in right now. I'm reporting live here from Jerusalem tonight, and yes, this earthquake, this is another earthquake. 6.3 has hit Turkey, Syria. It is devastating what has happened. More buildings have collapsed. More people have died. And it just adds more misery to an already horrific situation where you had a 7.8 megaquake followed by 9 hours later by another 7.5 megaquake. That left 47,000 people dead. 100,000 injured, 5.3 million homeless, 26 million people in need of help, and still many people, we don't even know how many more people were still buried under the rubble. And now a 6.3 earthquake on top of that, taking more lives, bringing down more buildings, and leaving the situation even in dire, worse than it was. So, and again, we told you this solar flare that hit the sun. Again, Mike said that we were going to hit with a wave of energy on February 18th. We did. February 19th, we have a solar flare that hits the sun, an X-class 2.2 solar flare, enormous. I told you last night when that hit, I said, look, guys, look for an earthquake. Look for an earthquake in the next 48 to 72 hours. Well, it didn't take that. It only took 16 hours. And here we are with another major earthquake situation. So prayers going out everywhere, guys. These are all signs of the end of days. This is all signs of the end of time. Now, I'm going to be back in a few minutes because we have more breaking news for you. Where do you want me to start? President Biden's made an emergency, unexpected trip to Kiev. We all knew he was going to Poland to meet with NATO leaders. We didn't expect him to go to Kiev. And also, we didn't expect North Korea to fire 2 more missiles at Japan, and they were both intercontinental ballistic missiles. And then we didn't expect another balloon, this time floating over top of Honolulu, Hawaii. I'll be back in a few minutes. Let me give you all that up-to-date information and more, okay? So just stay with me here on this YouTube channel. I'll be right back. I promise you I'll play a Kevin Wilson song when we come back. I seen Kevin just a few moments ago in the chat room there. And, of course, we've been praying for you, Kevin. We know the loss of your mother. That's a very tough thing. We're just praying for you. We know that God's with you and your family. And so when we come back to the next video, we'll play a Kevin Wilson song, okay? God bless all of you. We love you guys. I'll be back in a few minutes with more breaking news as I'm live from the Holy Land here in Jerusalem. Shalom, shalom. Are you serious?